Hello everyone. Today I thought I will record a small video tutorial on how to apply the texture to the image. Texturing images is not really my style. It's actually not my style at all. I used to play around with textures when I was just a beginner in photography because I tried everything, to establish my style, and I understood that that's not what I want my pictures to look like. However, as I teach Photoshop and Lightroom, many people kept asking me on how to apply actually the texture to images. So I thought I will record this easy tutorial on how to do that in literally like 2-3 minutes. So we have this image. I grabbed the first image that was in my folder. This is the picture I've shot a few days ago. So we have this image, and it's actually perfect because you can see the effects of the texture both on a light background and a dark background. You can download the textures literally everywhere. You can search for textures on Google. The good website for textures is DeviantArt, deviantart.com. There are free resources for all types of softwares as well, so if you need brushes you can get them as well there. I have the set of textures from that I purchased from Florabella when I was just playing around with them. So remember, you should pick the texture which suits your image. There are different types of textures, the black and white and colors. There are more on a warm side, or on a cold side. So whatever you think would suit your image, pick that. So for example, here I have this texture which represents the oil painting or something like that. And or for example, raw sugar, that's the texture. Like it's just a texture, maybe representing some fabric or that kind of thing. So let's grab few textures and see how they affect the image and how actually to apply them. So I'll grab two worms, Artist and Raw Sugar, and one Nocturne, which is a cold texture. I'm just gonna drag and drop them in Photoshop. There you go, 1, 2, 3. So we've got our image here, and we've got our textures on a separate images in Photoshop. What I would do, and I'm a Windows user, I will press Control A, which would select the whole texture, then Control C to copy it. Then I would open my image to which I want to apply the texture, and I would press Control V to insert the texture into a separate layer. So we see here on the right hand side we have two layers. One is our initial image, which is background, and one is our texture, which is on top of it. That's why we can't see the initial image. But if we press this I, it makes the texture layer invisible so we can see it. What we do next is, just on top of your layers there is the function which is called the blending mode. The blending mode blends your top image into the images below, and there are different modes and variations of how you can do it. So now it's normal mode, it's just bloom on top of it. Done. However, if you want a more subtle blending into your image, you can try something else, and you can see there are lots of them in here. So you can try whatever suits your image. You can try them all and pick the one which suits your image. So let's see: multiply, color burn, linear burn, darker color, lighten, screen, color dodge, linear dodge. Keep in mind that we are trying blending modes in 100 opacity. This is soft light. So out of all blending modes, which I ever tried. I recommend you choose either soft light, which is this one, or multiply, which is this one for more like darker effect. Once you've chosen the effect that you want to apply to the image, you can play with opacity, so to make your texture layer more or less transparent. Yeah, like that. I would say you can keep it between 50 and 70%. The next thing that we would like to do is to remove the texture from the face, because no one likes the texture on the faces. So we grab the eraser on the left hand side, put the opacity to half, so 50%, and just paint it like this carefully. Yeah, so we removed it. Now we can see with the texture, without the texture. Okay, and that's basically it. Let's try with another one. So that was an artist, and this one is a raw sugar and nocturne. Okay, let's try raw sugar. So again, I will be a little bit faster explaining how to do that. Control A to select the whole texture image, Control C to copy it, go to your image file, Control V to insert it as a new layer, then we go right hand side, blending mode, choose multiply or soft light. I think I like on this one, I think I would like the soft light more. So, however, I'll make the opacity a bit less, 70%. Yeah. And again, I'm going to take the eraser and gently erase the texture from the face. We don't need it on the face. And there we go. With the texture, without the texture. With the texture, without the texture. And obviously you can combine the different textures. So both of them are now on. I hope that was helpful. And I'll see you soon.